Alright. Just waiting for some... Just trying to get this living room. There we go. Alright. What's going on, my empire? Yeah, no kidding. It's Dark Hour Live, back with another live of Let's Talk About It. So, I will admit right now that in my last live, I touched on a very touchy subject, and I'd like to fully explain everything. So, my grandmother, pretty much, hold on, before I start this story, y'all can hear me all right, right? I have my Bluetooth earbuds in, but y'all can hear me all right, right? Okay, good. So, my grandmother was always one to help out me and my mother whenever we needed it. We needed a few extra bucks for something. We told her how much. She'd put it in for us. She'd do it from where she was in Florida to our bank accounts. My grandmother would also send gifts every time it was my birthday, my mother's birthday, or Christmas for both of us, for both me and my mother. My grandmother, being one of the most resilient women I've ever had the pleasure of having as a family member, fought and beat breast cancer. Then beginning of May in 2024, my phone ended up dying. My mother couldn't get a hold of me. Well, actually, it was like the second or third week of May. It was the second week, actually. My mother couldn't get a hold of me while I was out at karaoke on a Sunday night because my phone was dead. And my mother informed me when I got home that night that my grandmother ended up in the hospital. She had a stroke, a massive one at it. And then June 2nd of that same year in 2024, I had just left my cousin's house. I was about 2 tall boys of Bud Light and 2 fruit punch Trulies in. So I had 4 drinks. I wasn't even buzzed. I was having the grandest old time of my life. I had just gotten off the phone with my buddy Josh to make a plan. My mother called me crying. I said, "Mom, what's wrong? What happened?" Thank you, Raya. I appreciate that a lot. My mom, while still crying, had informed me that my grandmother had passed away. My heart literally fucking dropped out of my goddamn chest that night. I went to karaoke that night in literal tears, had 12 shots. I had 16 drinks altogether that night. And where am I from? I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I live in New Hampshire. And ever since that day happened, I was way too much of a wreck. My whole family had a celebration of life for her October 6th last year. Ever seen a UFO? No, but I have seen ghosts. I'll get to those stories in a little bit. Right now, I'm kind of pouring my heart out here right now. And then it was like 3 weeks before the celebration of life. You know what? I'm not doing this. Gone. I'm trying to pour my heart out in here, and you all are making it difficult. Anyways, it was like 3 weeks before the celebration of life, and I really needed a little extra emotional support. Unfortunately, a couple of the friends that I ended up asking weren't able to. So I sat there on my bed while my mother was in Florida helping my grandfather, crying my eyes out, thinking, who am I going to get to come and be my extra emotional support? And then later on that evening at about 6 o'clock, it finally dinged on me. I knew the one person I had to call. I want to take the moment to give a shout out to all of you who had stood by my side the night my grandmother passed and was there to check in on me every single day. So, Star, Marie, if you both are seeing this, thank you both. Truly from the bottom of my damn heart, thank you both. This topic is not the easiest one I've ever talked about, because it still hurts me to this day. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it still sucks. Every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about wanting to be able to join her up there. But the only reason I'm not right now is because of all my empire, my family. And I'm eternally grateful for every single one of you. I really am. And to be honest, without any of you by my side, I'd probably either be locked in a mental institute or I'd be 6 feet under. I have had the great pleasure of meeting all of you and being with all of you from day one. And to know that you all have stood by me in my time, when I needed you all the most, when my grandmother passed away, does my heart really well. Look, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you again, everybody, for being there for me. I'm sorry, this is way too much of a touchy subject. I'm gonna just end it here, guys. I can't right now.